Providing a personalized approach to teaching students, that's the mission of Big Picture Learning, an educational nonprofit. And here to share more are Crystal and April. Thanks for being here. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell us about Big Picture Learning.
So Big Picture Learning is all about students actively exploring their interest in the community with mentors. And then also helping them to build relationships as well that will help them once they graduate.
Oh, yeah, it's so
More
important.
specifically, the work here in Northwest Arkansas is getting students out. There's great work already going on in Northwest Arkansas around real world learning. And so it's really about getting those schools together and kind of sharing their best practices to help build each other's programs, and then also getting students out in the community to start really trying to figure out what it is that they're interested in and what they want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Why do you think that's important? Because really what we're doing is giving students kind of like that real world kind of aptitude to prepare them. Why is that so important?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes a kid will come into 10th grade, and not all, this isn't available for all students in Northwest Arkansas yet, but our goal and our passion is to drive it for all students to have the access to
Sure.
it. All students need to build their networks and, experience learning. So we had a girl come in and say she wanted to be an EMT, and then she fainted when she got on her very first ambulance ride. She's
Right.
like, oh, that's
That's
not what I
yes,
can do.
yes.
So they really need to experience that, and unless they're in those shoes and somebody gives them the opportunity, they can't. So like Crystal said, there's good stuff going on. We just need to make the connections and work together to do it.
Sure, sure. If there's some people watching and they're like, you know what, I love the idea of this and I would love to join you as a mentor, is there a way for them to get in contact with you to be a mentor to students?
Yeah.
Yes. So we have Facebook. It's Big Picture Learning Northwest Arkansas. You can find us on LinkedIn. You can find us on bigpicture.org. I mean, there's so many different ways to reach us. Something will get to us. We want to hook up mentors, help teachers do the legwork for you.
Yes.
Because a lot of times the teachers can't get out of the classroom to go
Right.
find those organizations or make those connections.
Sure.
Right after this, we're going to some more meetings
Yeah.
just to get mentors.
Yeah, no, that's
Let's
important.
just do this,
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I love about what you said? You said connections, community, collaboration,
Yes.
right? These are all big words, and to have our educators thinking in that way is so positive, such a great step in the right direction.
Yes, and the community can really support us, businesses, industry leaders. It's all about really getting those kids to really start thinking about, because that helps the community in the end. If we can get these kids to really figure out what they want to do, then they graduate from high school and they go do these things.
Right.
And then we also want to try to keep them here, right?
Yeah.
There's so much for them to have here, but they don't know what they have. So we got to tap into that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jason and I both have teenagers. I actually have a senior, and he and I were talking last night about what do you want to do? And he's just kind of like, I don't know. I was like, why
Yes.
don't we start here?
Yeah.
And then, if you don't like it, you can change. But it's great to be able to have early access to that, to be like, well, I know for sure because I was able to have this experience.
Yes.
And so I know for sure that that's the path that I want to go
and
down.
build their network
Yes.
that way. They can start building that network so that the networks we rely on as adults, they now have access
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So that's really important.
I was encouraged to hear what you said about the ambulance too, because my daughter has expressed interest in EMT, but
Okay.
she's never been in an ambulance before. So maybe that's something we need to do before you
Get her on a
decide.
shadow day.
Yes.
And that's what we like to say. We like for them to fail in a safe environment. So they get to try all these things. No one's wasting money in college. We're not wasting time. Parents are not. So it's like you get to try all these different things to figure out what exactly that you want
Yeah.
to do instead of waiting for college and spending money and time.
Yeah. Well, if you need TV mentors, Jason and I are here.
Gladly help. Yes. Yes.
Let us
Thank
know.
you.
We love to host some
Yes.
students here and
Yes.
show them around, so that'd be
Appreciate
great.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for
so
joining
much.
us.
Thank you so much.
having us.
Absolutely.